guys doing today after this?
This? Oh.
I got to take care of children again. It's going to be very fun.
Mm.
Oh, welcome to the AnythingCast, by the way. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
And I'm the child he's taking care of, Will.
Oh. Okay. Do you want like a juice box, some graham crackers?
Fuck no, I want some Star Wars, and I want you to go and buy some Burger King for me with a crown. I want a crown.
You want the crown?
I'm a king, baby.
Jesus
And he wants unrestricted access to the internet in a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh, God. Children these days. I swear to God.
I gotta look up Skippity Toilet on the hub.
Do you know what Red's Hard Apple Ale is?
No, I'm a child.
Okay, well then we'll get some of that too, and then maybe that'll...
Yeah, we'll get you some special apple juice. And,
some special apple juice that'll calm you down a little bit. Do you think people do that? Is that a thing people do?
There's a
yes.
warning label on the back of like cough syrup and Benadryl that says "Don't give this to your child to make them sleepy." So, yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
they
ahead and
do.
say abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh my God! You know
I'd
what? I
say
bet
if
that's
they're using
big in
Red's
like
apple-
Mexico.
If they're using Red's Apple Ale, they're probably also trying to rape the child. But other than that, yeah, no, people do that
What
all
do
the
you
time.
think the worst product to have like a "don't do this" label is?
The worst product,
Like the
it's
product.
gotta be like a tampon or something, like something that you like put inside
Don't
of you.
masturbate with this tampon.
Yeah, something like that. And then it's like,
Oh, no.
I wasn't going to, but okay, thank you.
The world of warning labels is very diverse. I know one of the ones that always sticks in my head
Well,
is
thank God, because I'm tired of this very monocultured warning label thing that we've had
the
going
one
on.
warning label. Fuck that.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean just
warning.
We need a revolution.
Yeah.
warning for things you just wouldn't necessarily expect, like
Or do.
Yeah,
like don't heat the shampoo. It's
Or
like, okay,
don't
yeah.
heat shampoo. Why?
and
Eat. Either way, just don't like do it.
yeah, neither
I now
boil
wanna
it
know
nor
what-
consume it.
Okay, I can see not boiling shampoo, but I want to know kind of what a heated shampoo would be like.
Yeah, I kind
I
of
mean,
want to
just
go
hold
boil
the
some
shampoo
shampoo.
bottle in the hot water stream for a minute and then start using
No,
it. There you go.
no. I mean, like, over
you're-
a flame.
Yeah.
Over
Can
a
we
flame.
wait,
it would,
can
Heat
we-
it up.
It would burn.
Nah,
Wait, can
it might do
shampoo
like
burn?
it might do like oil.
It will once the water gets out of it.
Will, hear me out.
Yeah.
Later after this podcast, we get some fried chicken. We get some chicken.
I think I might
We
be staying.
deep fry it in shampoo,
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
and then and then we taste test it and film it for the channel.
Y'all, good luck with that.
Do you-
Y'all
do you-
have fun with that shit.
Would that kill us?
Not immediately.
Chicken deep fried in shampoo.
Probably not if we only ate a little bit.
So you're okay with it.
I didn't say that.
So
but,
you're not okay with it.
What kind of shampoo?
Tresemme. Why not? What?
Tresemme.
Yeah, Tresemme.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Or Paul Mitchell. We'll get like really, really expensive shampoo. Get that shit that's like $50 a bottle.
Oh my God. Why?
Yeah.
Why would we do that? Why not?
Because we don't want shitty shampoo fried chicken.
we don't want no Head and Shoulders shampoo.
Head and Shoulders is good though. Gets rid of that dandruff.
All right, here we go.
Has some
How about this?
What I
mint,
use.
mint
We'll make
flavor.
two. One with Paul Mitchell or Tresemme, like fancy ass shampoo, and then one with
Head and
dog
Shoulders.
shampoo. It'll be oatmeal flavored, dude.
Oatmeal flavor.
Yeah, it'll be oatmeal flavored.
Well, it's got oatmeal in it, but I don't know
I mean,
about the
yeah,
rest.
I don't think that'd be like a bad idea.
Okay, you can eat the oatmeal one. I'll eat the Tresemme.
Yeah, it makes sense. I am the working class.
I watched the Napoleon movie, the
Did
Ridley
he
Scott
smell
one.
a bunch of panties?
He did not, but there was so much sex in that movie. They took Napoleon and made him sexy.
What the fuck is the point if he's not sniffing panties, dude?
Dude, at one point he comes into his room with his wife and she's like getting her hair done and shit.
Like
and he
he's
just
just
stands in the corner and does this. He goes,
like
it-
he's a fucking
yeah, it's
bull.
Joaquin Phoenix just like clomping his legs like
God,
a horse.
I love Walking Phoenix.
Yeah, he comes off as so deranged.
I love Running Phoenix.
Good.
He's better, honestly. He's
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's a lot faster.
I
than
cannot
Walking
wait till
Phoenix.
Joker 2.
I can't either, honestly. Like legitimately,
Yeah,
I want to see that
Honestly,
movie.
I gotta be honest. I'm completely put off that they're trying to shoehorn Harley Quinn in again.
She's like a central part of the character now. What do you mean?
I will delay judgment. I really don't mind that they're putting her in the movie just as long as it's good.
Eric, the woman hater over here.
I mean, as long as I
Nah.
want to fuck her, then it's fine. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, let's stick with the chauvinistic setup that he's got over there. I'm down here being like, I'm tired of oversaturated pandering, and Patrick's just like, as long as she's fuckable.
Hey, don't put like a retard woman in the movie. Is all I'm saying. Just put like a hot chick.
I mean,
she's mentally
she's
ill
hot
already.
and retarded. I mean.
She's hot and retarded. There's only been like one or two of those in history. You can't like pull
You know
that
what's really
card
cool
on me.
about what I think the trailer shows?
Yeah, like Marilyn Monroe, hot and retarded.
Who was the bitch from Death Note that was like the
Misa Mane.
She gives that kind of vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is great because she's fuckable.
Except Harley Quinn is at least like, what's the word?
Capable?
Yeah, she's like, once you get past her psychosis, she's like spry. She can do normal stuff really like confidently.
Yeah, normal.
The director, well, I mean, she's your type of girl, Will. She's a yandere. I'm surprised you're not like super into Harley Quinn, knowing you.
Who says I'm not?
I don't know. I just think that the market for Harley Quinn is oversaturated to hell and back.
It's mostly 12-year-old girls.
It's 12-year-old girls and men masturbating between the ages of 10 and 40.
Yep.
Well, when she's covered in pudding, what do you want me to do, Eric?
Add more pudding to the pie.
I try. Trust me, I try.
I saw him talking about
I haven't jacked off to Harley Quinn many times before. I'm not saying I haven't. I'm just saying that
my man dying on this
says
hill
with the most serious of voices.
Like, look, I'm not saying like we all have. It's fine. You know, I mean, maybe if you're gay or very
which version?
Tastes, but
which version?
Which one haven't I?
I bet vice candidate to be JD Vance has not jacked off to Harley Quinn. She doesn't look like a couch.
I do not know. I do not understand the deal behind that. There was something in his book about fucking a couch.
Yeah, in his book, he was like, no. So here's the funny thing. So it came out in his book. Some Twitter account was like, he fucked a couch in his book, and supposedly AP put out a news report that said that was fake. But then later they retracted it because they were like, we can no longer verify if this is a fake news story.
What?
Yes.
How can you not verify that?
And now
can
everyone's
you verify
like,
whether or not I've ever fucked a couch?
I guarantee you fucked a couch.
Now because AP first said this is not a true statement and then pulled it, everyone's like, oh my God, JD Vance actually fucked a couch.
Why?
I feel like posting your masturbatory history in politics is always just a bad idea.
I mean, it's always a bad idea. There's that woman that said like she masturbated her sister.
Yeah. How weird is it that like the speaker Mike Johnson also has his son view his porn habits?
I mean, what are you gonna do, dude? Sometimes you and your boy gotta spank it together.
You're particularly saying that out of context there. That's the one where him and his son like watch over each other to make sure they don't look at porn.
Nothing I said was false.
Yes, but you selectively chose the information to frame it in such a way that made it sound way creepier than what it was.
Is it not creepy and weird? He has his son watching his porn habits.
My man sounds like a Democrat.
He's
weird.
Son looking after him to make sure that he doesn't watch porn at all.
Is JD Vance
not watching
weird,
porn with his son or forcing his son to watch his porn.
I feel like
him and his
adult
son
he's
basically are just like, hey, like, let's not watch porn because porn is bad for you. And so, like, you know, they basically allow each other to check each other's internet.
Porn history.
Yeah, I feel like my dad.
The idea isn't to watch more porn. The idea is to not watch porn at all.
What if the idea was to watch more porn?
I'm not saying that
that'd be more in line with modern politics. But as far as the story they're saying is concerned,
why don't
Will
people
is
do that?
intentionally
You guys wanna do
framing
that?
it in a way that makes it sound creepy.
Let's just openly share our porn history so we all consume the same porn, and then we can talk about it on the show.
Okay, well, I'm really into like girls being fucked in wedding dresses right now.
Okay,
so
that's pretty good. Your current
it's pretty hot, yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's a theme to any of the last couple of things I've watched.
What, do you not think like a woman getting fucked in a wedding dress is not hot?
It is pretty cool.
It's pretty hot.
It's pretty good.
Especially when like they do the veil shit.
Oh yeah, that's good shit.
The veil shit's good.
I've been really into the Holy Ghost
wedding dress
stuff.
off, but you know,
I've been really into the Holy Spirit stuff.
from the
And the
Rule 34
Bambi
Holy
thing.
Spirit.
Obviously.
Okay, that's just because of the artist. To be
You
fair,
are obsessed.
No,
Good
the
God.
artist. If it's
You are
good, it's good.
obsessed.
I talked to her.
Fucking-
Yeah,
her.
no, we talked to
Why,
him.
why don't you go fucking start your
I'm gonna cut
yandere
this
arc?
out because I'm gonna cut this out because like I don't want to keep talking about the Bambi picture on the show.
Nah, keep talking about the Bambi
Is this
picture.
my
Yeah, it's not
Bambi
getting
arc?
old at all.
No, it's not. It's not getting old at all. I put some of you were like show the artist, and I did in like episode 105 or something, and I put up some of her clothed art, clothed,
Yeah.
some clothed art.
Well, why don't you censor it like you did the Bambi picture?
Now I will say I do think that Like Daisy art's probably the best one I've seen.
Yeah,
I
that
was
like
like,
Daisy.
ha.
I was like, that's all model.
I was like, ha,
I was
that would be
impressed.
how that would go.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
impressed by how all model it was, just in general.
That's one thing I really appreciate in cartoon pornography and when they stay on model.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the
Like-
big deal.
I understand on one hand, half the point of cartoon pornography is that you can do anything you want with it. So I'm not saying you can't go off model if that's the point of what you're trying to do. But I feel like a lot of them are just lazy artists.
You just got to, yeah, and you just got to make it. You got to make it hot. If you're gonna
Yeah.
go off model, you have to make it hot.
Right,
And
you have
most
to have
people
a-
do not.
Well,
Yeah.
I know we've asked this before, but I'm gonna ask it again because I forgot.
Yeah.
How much a year do you think a lewd artist makes?
It really depends.
No,
on
but I
how
mean
much
like
they're
average.
willing
We're
to work.
averaging here. We're averaging.
$50,000 a year,
50?
probably. Yeah.
If they're grind set.
We're,
Yeah.
we're,
If
we're
they're-
taking pure average. They're average artists of average quality at getting the average amount.
But we're assuming this is their full-time job.
Yeah.
No hobbyists. Because
No.
a hobbyist might make like $3,000.
No,
Wait,
We're-
are they
we're-
furry? Do they make furry art?
You know what? We'll say yes because I
Oh,
feel like
70.
Okay, that's 70,000 a year. Yeah,
that-
70,
really?
80,000.
That
Wow.
definitely boosts it.
Yeah, because they're
If
so.
they're on a 40-hour-a-week grind set and they're treating it like a job, then yeah, you can make a living.
I know. I wish I could draw.
apparently furries pay super well.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do.
Because they
And
usually
like,
hold
they're,
a job.
They're
and
really
just
kind about like their like commissions. Like it's like, all right, I did this, and they're like, oh, I didn't want like this particular thing. I'll pay you to change this.
not. Toast. I was talking to Toast, the one who drew the Bambi picture, and she was like, "Yeah, I had some guy commission me, and he wanted like a woman standing." And for her vagina to be showing from the standing position, and I was just like, how am I going to do that? And he ended up just he I don't know if Toast is a girl or boy. They ended up just like selling them on a different camera angle. And I was
know
like,
what?
damn.
I kind of know why you keep saying she though, because so it's weird how many lewd artists, and I'm not talking
Or
about
women.
like I'm not talking about lewd artists as in drawing. I mean just lewd artistry.
Yeah,
It's just women.
yeah. It's because women love to draw, dude.
It's also
Yeah.
another thing where
And
it's
they love to be lewd.
Yeah, men are mechanics. Women draw porn.
It's an anonymous empowerment kind of situation too, where you're, able to take power through sex and through your own personal talents without having to actually degrade yourself. So it's like the best of both worlds, so to speak.
I asked Toast if
I'll
she
tell
wanted to
you-
come on the show, and she was like, "No, I need my anonymity."
That's fair.
That's
I'll
very
I'll tell
fair.
you this. Men are fucking terrible at writing smut books.
Oh my God, yes,
Awful.
they're awful.
So
I mean,
bad.
there are
Women
some
are the
good
best
male writers
smut
out there for
authors.
smut, but yeah, generally speaking, I would definitely agree with you.
You've been getting into smut books recently,
I've
Will?
always been in smut books.
They're so good, aren't
look at
they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
so
at the
much better
porn.
than porn.
Underrated as far as male masturbatory tools.
Materials.
Yeah.
It's because
I
it takes
mean-
so long.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the urge to sit there and masturbate or anything because I can't really read a comprehensive story while jerking it. But I have read some of those fantasy sex novels.
You're more
that my
into
wife was
Dowsions.
into. Yeah, I mean, I have seen some of those that were pretty good over the years, but honestly, I just don't care to look for them anymore these days because the websites that have them are filled with nonsensical viruses and pop-up ads and shit.
In
which is
hentai,
weird.
my man.
What-
Hentai.net.
Have a good ad blocker going on there though.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best masturbatory material? Do you think it's comic material? Do you think it's
Pictures,
books,
comic books,
video
or
games, or
video.
just straight up old school video? Ooh, old school magazine.
That's a real good question.
I feel like since this is sex, this is
We're not
way
including
too
toys.
specific
I feel
to
like
the
toys
person
just
involved.
S tier. Of course, toys are best.
It's
but
got to be books. It has to be.
You
think
think
books?
it's books?
Yeah, it has to be.
Nah,
For
I think
the best
games.
experience.
games, right?
Oh,
Because
like
it's
H games?
interactive.
No,
Yeah,
because
they're H
games.
games.
No, I've played plenty of games, but I find those the hardest to masturbate to.
Well,
But have
how?
you played Princess
Because
Trainer?
a lot of the times you have to be interacting with it to
Honey
get
Pop
the
is real
things.
easy.
Yeah, it's
like-
true. Honey Pop. You could use Honey Pop as a good example.
I can't game with one hand, man. I could swap between videos, and
This
I could
game-
even
He's
cut
crippled.
between.
I disagree, dude. The whole point of an H game is that you can play it with one hand,
Yeah, man,
generally.
what the heck?
It's the whole idea. You jack off, you're a left-hand jacker, just like me. Use the mouse with the right hand. That's
Well-
what the whole game's designed around about.
Also, when it comes time,
Yeah, you're not
to
even-
like,
you're not
you
even
know,
a righty
get
like
to
I
the
am. You're not
finish
having to-
line, so to speak. Like, there's a point where I'm gonna need both hands for just a second.
Well, goddamn.
Both hands are just, goddamn.
damn.
What the fuck? He's just, what?
Well, what am
he's
I
just
supposed
like,
to do?
huh,
Just
huh.
spray jizz all over?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well,
Patrick,
no,
what
my
a visual
question-
representation of Eric grabbing with both hands. Thank you.
Okay, but no, I actually have a very serious question for you two then.
Sure.
Okay, so you're at your computer. Okay,
Uh-huh.
let's say it's a desk situation like this. Okay.
Oh yeah, to the typical.
Mhm.
The
a typical computer on a desk.
Yep.
Okay. Now you are watching whatever it is you're watching, and you are there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now,
How about the
Okay.
orgasmic experience?
yeah. So everything's about to come to a head. Okay, and you're about to spray jizz everywhere.
uh-huh.
What's the next step?
I just let it go.
Yeah, what do you mean? I let that
actually, you know
I
what?
let that hose
You
blast.
disgusting degenerates.
I cleaned it up. What do you mean?
You know what? I do use my other hand. You're right. I
Yes.
swap to my right hand and jack off with my right hand to finish.
No.
No,
Okay.
he's right. I
God
do.
damn it! None of you
I
are
do.
getting this. No.
No, and then I just tilt it up so
I'm
that it
like
blows
Eric who
upwards.
puts a jar over his dick and
yeah,
jacks
like what
off
are you
into the
what
jar.
are you talking about?
No,
you
just
like you jack
Take
off
like
into
a
a Kleenex.
tissue and
No,
then
he fucking
like,
covers his hand over the head of his penis and he's like, "Ooh, now it's in my hand."
He grabs his wife by the back of the
Actually,
head
yeah,
and just
kinda
shoves
like
her
that.
face over his dick.
yeah, like you're just preventing it from going everywhere. Like you can use.
It doesn't
just,
go. I jack off like 3 times
you
a day. It
never
doesn't
had-
go everywhere.
Have you never
it just
had
leaks out.
projectile cum?
I have, but it's rare now because I jack off so much.
He doesn't edge.
And we're old.
He doesn't edge.
no,
We're
no,
older.
dude, trust me. I wait one day without jacking off. That shit goes. It'll get on the ceiling. But like, no,
Patrick doesn't edge. That's his problem.
I do not. No, I
Edge-
jack off in like.
Patrick doesn't like edging.
See, the
For
force
some
is
reason.
definitely
I'm fine.
variable, but I always
Please,
cover
sir,
when it.
I do not speak ill of me. I am fine edging. I just do not
Last time
have
you told
the
me you
time
do not
to
like edging.
edge. I do not have the time, sir.
I explained
I
to
have
my
to edit
wife
a
edging
podcast.
and gooning the other day, and she was just like, "Wait, no, I know what edging is." She was just like, "What the fuck is gooning?"
Just
I was like,
masturbating.
"Gooning is just edging for a long time,
For an extremely
watching
long
like
period of time.
basically." The only difference between edging is gooning is that a significant part of your day was spent edging. Like
You've been at this
set
for like
time
3 hours.
aside. Yeah, like I was
always-
like,
I-
I think I've gooned before, but it was mostly because I was on like pain pills or something at the time.
Absolutely.
And
Oh
it
my
just
God,
would
dude.
not go, but I was determined.
I'm
so
not gonna
I just
lie.
kept smacking it.
Sometimes, you just get high and you just want to goon for a while.
I mean, yeah, I just don't have time or place to do that anymore these
Oh,
days.
you have a place. You have a house. You just don't
You
have
got-
time.
Well, my wife's been off of work, so.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
What?
she's
So you
been
don't
home
goon in
all
front of
day.
your wife?
No.
I jack off in front of my wife. I don't give a fuck. My wife shows up and I'm just jacking off. She'll be like, "All right," and then she'll just walk away. Yeah. Sometimes she'll be like, "Oh, you need some help?" And I'll be like, "Not really. I got this." You can't do it as good as me.
That's true, though. It's true. Like I
And with my left hand too. I'm not even
I can
left-handed.
honestly say the best hand job I have ever had is from me.
I cannot say that. I had one girl that was just astoundingly good at it, and it was over in like 10 seconds. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Now, when you say girl,
Yeah, I mean, boy.
I mean, I'm just
It was
saying,
your wife's friend.
men are
Yeah.
Wait, the one.
Yeah. The one with the black hair. She was dating a guy at the time, so I'm not extremely proud of the situation, but yeah.
Yes. I remember there being some.
Yeah, she
very
gave me a
straw
little
bits.
she gave me a little tug in the back of the car one time at my grandmother's house. I'm not even joking. That shit was over so fast, and then I was like, "Okay, I did not expect you to be this good at this. What do we do now?" And she was like, "Well, I you know what, I don't really want to go any further since I'm still dating someone." And I was like, "Okay, so you were just fine with
That
this?" but-
was the line.
yeah, that was the line.
I'm still dating someone, so only handies.
How do you?
Yeah, I was like, "All right,
Okay.
that's what
I
Will
guess.
does to you, Will."
Oh, thank you.
It's getting so long. You're gonna have like a beautiful fucking ponytail.
I know.
Yeah. It's luscious. You look like a horse or something. What? I can want to fuck a horse. See?
No, not the jar!
I recently learned how to compose music on my computer, so now when we do musical bits on the show, I can give us backing music.
Musical bits like this.
Yeah, Patrick, play some chords to go accompany with the horn.
He's got a tiny little baby keyboard over there.
Yeah, I bought a MIDI keyboard for my birthday, and I learned how to compose music.
Wow.
In
That's
FL
intense.
Studios.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now all of our little sing-song moments are going to have like accompaniment and stuff?
Yeah, if Patrick has time, then yeah.
So
future,
no, they're not.
if future Patrick goes, you know what? I want to put something behind this.
Guys, you know what that means?
What's that?
The whole next episode needs to be done
Musical?
sing-along.
The sing-along episode? We do need a sing-along episode.
Future Patrick, I expect you to completely have an ensemble ready for us.
I haven't made anything.
Is this going to play the intro for these? Or are we going to use that intro song finally?
No, that's only for the watch-along stuff. For the watch-along stuff.
Dang it.
Yeah. We do need we should get ourselves an intro song for the
speaking
podcast.
of watch-along, how's the editing coming on Shrek
yep.
and the B movie?
It sure is.
Can,
sure is coming along.
The audience is demanding it. They've been demanding it for months.
You know they are. I haven't opened that file in 3 months. I opened it, did like the first 20 minutes of the movie, and then I was like, holy shit, I forget how much work this is. I'll do this when I actually feel like I have energy and time. That's why I can only make like 2 of those a year. Like, it's so much work to do those. Though I love doing them. If we weren't doing the podcast, I could do those way more often. But
well, you hear what that means, guys. We're listen,
quitting the podcast.
We're canceling the podcast. Yep. We're only going to be doing
watch-along
watch
content.
anything.
Like
That's
Royce
right.
Critical and Nux Taku, we're all canceling the podcast. And it's mostly because of Patrick's associations with Shadman.
Yeah, mostly for the most part.
Yes.
I didn't do anything except for hang his art on my wall a few times, but like that shows in the pictures.
He
and
invites
people.
Mr. Beast over. Mr. Beast just sits there staring directly at the art on the wall for a long time.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, that shit's gone crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, honestly.
I don't really know outside of like he had one woman man who like is like
Yeah,
that was
trans
elegant.
woman.
That was elegant. What you
Good job. Yeah, he had a trans woman.
The way that you so gently come in
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm good at this, dude.
to prod at these topics.
Yeah,
I mean, what would we do without your nuanced approach?
I couldn't honestly remember. I couldn't remember if he was like a dude that became a chick or if he was a chick that became a dude. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Her name is Ava Tyson.
Okay, and she was a pedo.
Yeah, turns out.
pretty much.
Okay,
And it might be that that he was being trans due to a fetish type situation and
so
never
most
identified
of
as a
them.
woman.
Yeah, so most of them. If
that's
you
possible.
believe the Daily Mail,
I haven't
or
seen
Daily
that.
News.
Yeah, his sister,
The Daily Beast.
Daily
said that.
Beast. That's right, dude. The Daily Beast.
Chris's sister, is the one who said that.
oh, okay.
So that's awfully.
Well,
she could
we'll
be
have to-
lying, but that's a pretty
Could be.
damning source.
We'll have to look up that source and find that out. That's interesting.
pretty
I
sure
think
the
the biggest thing
Discord-
is what's crazy to me is like I don't know if anything's gonna happen, but it's that the Discord stuff where like I can't remember the username lava something was
yeah,
like
that's the kid he was grooming. Who
yeah, it
doesn't
was like
feel
what
like
was
he
it
was
grooming
groomed.
or whatever, but it's like no, you don't.
You don't know what
you don't-
grooming is. You're a
obviously
child.
You don't. You're a child and you
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, what was the kid? 14?
13.
Yeah. So, I mean, the kid doesn't know what grooming
okay,
is.
Okay, full stop to everything. Why is the little plastic tag thing still on your hat, Will?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, why does it matter since they were 13? That's old enough. I was looking into it. The guy who made Alien vs. Predator also made the Mortal Kombat movie that we watched.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, so that guy also made the Resident Evil movies, and no, he made the first one, and then like made a few of the other ones. But I was looking at that guy's work, and I was
Paul
like,
W.S.
all
Anderson?
of these, yeah, and I was like, this dude's work, all of this is perfect material for us to watch.
Yeah,
Like-
he makes schlocky stuff based on popular franchises.
Yeah, he made some space movie too that I wanted us to watch, but I can't remember what it was called.
He took my toy away.
Yeah,
did.
well,
Yep, no switchblades for you.
No, this isn't a switchblade. I can't have a switchblade. You know that.
Yeah, that's a scuba diver's knife.
Yeah, this is just a gun, actually. But it's made to look like a knife.
I love that there's such weird laws regarding different kinds of weapons.
Switchblades, butterfly knives, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, who makes a knife for butterflies anyways?
My Hero Academia ended.
Oh, yeah. I knew
yesterday.
that was coming.
Yeah, yesterday that ended.
Thank God.
It was.
You didn't like it?
They're only getting 8 seasons.
I thought it was okay. I didn't
think it started to drag towards the end. Funnily enough, though, the reason it started dragging, or the pacing just got weird at the end.
Did it?
Well, because
in the manga or the anime?
In the, I'd say in the anime.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, the manga too. The reason is, in my opinion, is because the dude probably just got tired of it. I guess.
Probably. He's been doing it for what, 10 years? Or something?
I don't know, but it was supposed to be a story of he goes through school, then he becomes the hero, and then we watch him become number one.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like it was rushed, I guess.
Really? All I know is there was some arc where Deku is the bad guy. I'm gonna watch it all because I'm halfway through it. I might as well.
I saw the first season where All Might bluffs his way through that handsy dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, the guy's really handsy.
Okay.
But
that's my favorite kind of dude.
Even though he's definitely at death's door, All Might bluffs his way through it and they end up all retreating. That's where I stopped. Mostly because the person I was watching shit with at the time was absolutely completely opposed to binging anything. So she would just
me.
She was like, okay, let's watch enough to get you into it and then never pick it up again.
Yeah, I don't really binge stuff either because
if I'm into the fucking story, I'm gonna finish it.
Are you?
Yes.
I do not binge
He's
things
going
generally.
to
My
finish.
wife does.
Next thing I'm gonna watch after I'm done watching this episode is another episode of this because I live in a world where I can choose to just see the next episode. Why would I stop a story midway through?
Going back a couple stories and off of this boring shit.
Yeah.
The Mr. Beast stuff.
Yeah, what about it?
So apparently he's been doing a bunch of competitions out in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
And people have been having heat strokes out there because they don't have enough water or food or medicine or EMT people for all the people.
Bros used to having, 25, 50 contestants.
Now he's like 100.
5,000.
Oh my God.
5,000
yeah, but
people doing what?
Apparently the hospital nearby has been getting a lot of more heat stroke victims into the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too surprised.
And they don't really have any good rules. And Mr. Beast did not decide on the teams himself.
What are they doing out there?
What happened was everybody
Squid
just
Games.
kind of slipped into teams of their own. So the athletic and powerful men who are going to win everything all got into one team of their own. And the older people and the women got into another
Jesus
team.
Christ.
And the worst thing is because how
the natural way things
because
are.
of how poorly checked
all the black
everything
guys
is.
got in one team.
Well, a
all
lot
the
of
children.
the big strong dudes figured out that they weren't really being closely watched or anything. So they just went out and just started clotheslining the women and stuff.
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
They were just hey, we can just tackle the weak people and then win. So then they're
Oh my God.
Shameless, bulky Californian surfer dude.
For real.
yeah, just kicking women off the top of the challenge thing or whatever.
Wow.
I
haven't seen any of the show or anything.
It's not out yet, I don't think. It's Amazon's sponsoring it or whatever, but apparently they're not
he's
organizing
doing
it.
another Squid Games thing, but
Yes.
it's in the
Yeah,
desert
yeah.
with 5,000 people.
No, think less Squid Games and think more the actual Squid Games plus the Hunger Games.
Okay. That sounds awful.
It
Why
is.
Yeah, okay.
It is awful, and he's probably going to get sued a lot.
You think?
Well, he's trying to send people out with $1,000 and an NDA after they lose.
He
but
had an ex-employee come out and who has passed their NDA and go, yeah, it's all fraud to begin with.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
They picked the winner
Absolutely
ahead of time.
they do, dude.
Also,
And
NDAs
it's
do
always somebody he knows.
NDAs only protect you against sharing Coca-Cola's secret formula. If part of the secret formula is baby brains, the NDA isn't going to do all for you.
Oh my God, Will's got a Coca-Cola.
Carbonated water, caramel color, phosphoric acid.
Baby brains?
What?
Aspartame?
Are there baby brains in there?
Possum intestines?
That's all?
No,
No,
natural
everybody
flavors.
Ooh, okay.
That means possum shit.
It's possum shit.
Possum citrate?
What? I love that they're required to put the ingredients on the back, but they can put natural flavors if they want.
I know.
It's just like that's its own ingredient, so that it suggests that you put something in there for that, but you're not going to tell me what it is.
The FDA is so fucking rigged, dude. I swear to God.
Oh yeah,
I swear to God, Coca-Cola and Pepsi own our nation. Like,
no, Nestle owns
Nestle,
our nation.
yeah.
Actually, sorry, I think
'Cause
Microsoft.
Nestle
Obviously, if we're gonna
owns
pick anyone,
Coca-Cola.
it's got to be Microsoft, right?
yeah, because if they just would decide to like put out a Microsoft update that crashes
They'll
all the
fuck us.
computers.
Yeah,
You guys are
and they
actually
almost
entire
did that
country.
earlier, or that fucking security company did that.
Yeah, I saw that. Why did so many people have that like installed on their computer?
Well,
What
because
was
Microsoft
it?
uses it by default.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I just
God.
realized that you have a Bigfoot hat and a Bigfoot T-shirt on.
Hell yeah.
He's a Bigfoot believer,
That's
dude.
that's
wanna
hardcore.
believe.
I just want to say, representing.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Hey.
you.
I really want to build up my like wholesome appearance. That way, when I start sending,
Dick pics to minors.
things in the mail, pipes with certain containments.
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle Ted.
Then my picture will be pretty wholesome and everyone will like me.
I found
you
out
need
that
to-
person who sent ricin in the mail that you know, Eric.
Yeah.
I found out he sent ricin to the judge lady who married me and Kira.
Oh wow.
Oh
Who
wow.
was like the sweetest old lady, and I was like, what the? Why?
Yes, I've met Judge Holland before too.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's a sweet old lady. I was like, why? Why would anyone try to kill her?
because she's a judge.
I
and
guess.
he was mad at something or what or other. Everett Dusky, by the way, and yes, that's how it's pronounced. You're gonna look at it and it's gonna look real German.
He looks
It's gonna
real
have
weird.
Way too many vowels in it.
He
And-
looks German, dude. He looks German as hell. Eric, can you look something up for me?
Sure.
I've been trying to think of that movie for a while now, and I can't think of what it is. I know all I know about. Can you just search Space Movie 1992?
Yeah.
It's pretty much all I know about it.
He's trying to ask me earlier, but all I could get was like Lost Quest or something like that, and
Space
it wouldn't.
Quest.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Space Quest.
Yeah.
Whatever
Just
had
look up
Tim Allen in it.
Yeah, Space Quest.
What was the comedy movie that had Tim Allen in it?
I think
Space
that's what
Quest.
you're talking about. Space Quest.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Space
one that had
Quest.
Alan Rickman.
Oh, I'm also thinking of like
Yeah,
Deep
it's
Space
got
Nine.
Alan Rickman, and it's got the guy who played Monk.
What we should watch this movie though. Space Movie 1992. That should come up with it immediately.
Yeah.
What is it, Eric? Can you say that? Can you give me the name, please?
Could you help?
We should watch that on the show.
Alternative lifestyle people of color from outer space.
I think the correct way to say all that, Aaron, is urban people from outer space.
Yeah. Alternative lifestyle urban individuals.
Urban singing men from outer space.
We should definitely watch that on the show, don't you think?
You know what we should watch on the show? Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh my God, I would love to watch Leprechaun in the Hood or
Oh
Leprechaun
my God.
in Space.
Dude, no, we're just missing it entirely. We should be watching Killjoy.
Oh my God, we should definitely watch Killjoy.
I love Killjoy.
I found out that the guy who made Alien vs. Predator and the other thing.
directed Killjoy.
No, he made Death Race.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I was like, cool.
Apparently, I love this guy's movies.
I know. That's all I was thinking. Watching his movie or looking at his movies list, I was like, oh, these are all movies Will loves. Will loves this guy. I ran into that kid that I told you, didn't I? The kid that I knew that went to knife throwing school.
You
Knife
mentioned
throwing
that,
school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like for people who fail clown school? Like, what is
Yeah,
it?
It was basically ninja school, as he described it. He went to school with us, and he once said that he went to knife throwing school.
This always brings back the time I was next door roommates with a guy who said he had become an exorcist, or he
Oh.
had exorcist training.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Like-
he went to that accredited exorcist school,
Well,
right?
like
Shinto exorcist or like
no, like
Catholic exorcist?
exorcist.
You know it was Catholic exorcist.
Of course it was.
We're not gonna have someone cool
He
like
was
a
like,
Hindu
I was,
exorcist or a
he-
Shinto exorcist.
He had to be like 18, maybe.
Of
Oh.
course.
19, maybe.
He really believed in
And
Did
himself.
he
was
wear a
like-
frock?
No, he looked like a regular guy, like a regular nerdy liar guy.
You have like some tattoos and some piercings.
No. He was fully like just like a blonde haired, blue eyed, looked like a good Catholic boy. Probably been fucked by a good few priest.
Mm-hmm.
You
Probably why he became.
he had the demon in him.
That's what it was. He probably fucking had like the priest was just over him with his cock out and like just jacking off onto him.
He was
and like
teaching him how to be an
And when
exorcist.
the cum came out and like his forehead, he's like, "You're an exorcist now." You got the spirit out of me. You got the demon out of me.
Oh, that is a good way to convince small children that you're not molesting them.
There was a big wispy ghost that
he was
came
telling me
right
about
out
his
of him.
sexual abuse, and I didn't know.
He was trying to
He's trying to open up to you.
He wanted to play magic with me, but I hate magic.
You do?
I don't like magic at all.
How dare you?
You seem like the type of dude that would like magic, just not
I like the
for
art.
very long.
I like the art, but I don't like to read all the card information.
That is the most you situation I've ever heard. I like it. I don't like reading the fucking card, dude. Like, that's just too much work.
It's too much. It's a whole fucking
basically,
paragraph.
Unless it's erotica, you're not reading it. I get it.
Well, look, I can't help
give
it that
him a
when you
quart
taught
of
me how to
thorns
read,
and
you only let me
roses.
read erotica. I can't help you only let me read erotica fan fiction.
That's
all
what I'm
right?
going to do to my children. I'm going to just teach them how to read entirely off of, like, adult erotica.
This is Team Rocket erotic fan fiction.
Yes.
Pokemon erotica has I've seen a weird amount of uptick on my YouTube shorts of just like people drawing Pokemon but sexy, and it's just all right. I don't know how I got on this part of the internet, but okay.
That's a big thing right now. People want the fuck the
sexy Pokemon.
People grew up with Pokemon. The people who grew up with like Pokemon Gen, like black and white, you know, where they actually had like
with like
designs
Incineroar and shit like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
They are now old enough to draw their own sexy art, and it has
and in
become-
fairness, I think everyone's saying this. I'm gonna go very Trump
Why do you-
here.
yeah, I was gonna say, why do you sound like Trump?
Everyone's saying this. That Pokemon has started to go more furry the further on they get. That more Pokemon are getting dangerously furry. The best people are saying this. Now, I like it. I like all the furry Pokemon, but I'm just saying that the best Pokemon are becoming furry.
Get down! Get down! Where are we going? Get down! We're on the stage!
What's the minimum amount of people needed to keep humanity alive?
20,000.
20,000, really?
I know that off the top of my head because I did a lot of research for that for a game one time.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, you remember the game that we did where you guys fell out of heaven and a lot of people were dead? I was like, how many people necessarily need to be alive for it to be enough genetic diversity for us to not
there is a time in history where like we got down to basically the bare minimum of number?
Yeah, it was the Great Flood, probably.
No, it wasn't the Great Flood.
Floods.
It was... Fuck, it was like basically when this volcano erupted and it covered the entire sky with ash.
Oh, dude, that fucking rules. Yellowstone?
I don't know if it was Yellowstone.
What are you going to do when Yellowstone erupts, dude? You can kiss your ass
Continue
goodbye?
to be dead because it won't happen for a long time for now. Unless I'm somehow alive at the age of 250.
Did you
I'm
see
just not
that
gonna
video
worry
of the
about it.
Yellowstone geyser erupting while all those people were there?
Erupts all the
dude,
fucking
how fucking
time.
shitty would that be?
How scary would that be? Holy shit. I mean, like,
imagine
just,
getting like burns on your hands and shit too.
it looked like a mushroom cloud, dude. Like, they look like a
Yeah.
bomb
Though,
went off.
Hang
How
out next
nice-
to a boiling geyser at the top of a dormant volcano and see what happens.
Yeah, it's
Every
not
now
exactly
and again,
the
it's gonna
greatest
spray you
idea.
with boiling
Wow.
water.
Eric be like, never do anything.
Judge Eric be like,
Never do anything.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
that
if
would
you
be
do
a
something, don't be a bitch about the consequences.
Judge Eric, how would you like to use that as an execution method? Geothermal geyser.
I don't know. That'd be
You
pretty
kill
scary.
a pedophile with it?
I
Oh,
live in
dude,
a world
what's
where I think
worse?
consequences should be direct. There was they had like this spot in a parking lot where they had a spot for like mini cars and motorcycles, and this bitch came in with her truck and parked across 2 parking spaces, and she got her car keyed.
I'm
completely neutral on that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not even neutral on that. I am in support of that.
Yeah,
My
key
mother
their
does
fucking
that,
car.
dude. My mother does that.
Good.
My mother's like
She's
no,
a hero.
not keying. I mean, she'll park over like 2. She's a
Oh,
villain.
she needs to have her car keyed.
Yeah,
then.
she
Like, you know.
she parks over like 2 things because she's like an old woman and she's like scared of getting like her like hit by other cars and stuff.
Well,
and getting
she's
her
kind
car
of
hit.
begging for it
I
now.
know, she's begging for it more if she's not gonna fucking drive right.
She'll park on like the line between 2 parking spaces.
That is something I believe people should have their tires punctured and the cars keyed for.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be that way, then don't bitch.
That's something you
Don't
deserve to be
bitch.
put over a geothermal geyser for.
What do
I'm
you
just
think is a
saying.
better way to actually have their hands and legs tied, like
Drawn quarter?
spread eagle over the geyser,
Spregged.
waiting for it to go up?
Like Bambi spregged.
No, because they're standing in that one. Or like, do you think that it'd be better just to sit them in it and then wait for it to blow up?
My personal opinion on this is that the best way you could do it would be put them in an iron cage with iron bars for the bottom, sides, and top, and then just sit them there and wait for it to blow up.
Yeah,
and
the anticipation will kill
the
you
anticipation
before the boiling water does.
Absolutely. The anticipation would drive you nuts.
Oh, yeah.
How often do those things explode? Once every year?
No. I mean, there's a geyser there called Old Faithful because it blows up very consistently all the time. Yeah.
How consistently is consistently?
Don't
Enough to
know
be
if
faithful
it's
in
like
it.
once a week or like once a day or something like that.
Oh, hell yeah. That would be pretty good.
I feel like there are
that's a good
geysers that
execution
go
method.
off. Like, there's geysers in Yellowstone that go off all the time.
I want to be certain of this. That would kill you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It would
that
depend on
be
which
hot enough to
geyser you
kill
were over and, like, you know, how submerged you were, I guess. But, like, yeah, you get blasted with high-powered
I mean, you die
boiling
after a
water.
few hours, probably.
Yeah, the burns would probably kill you.
Yeah, if it doesn't kill you immediately, you would die from the injuries.
That's a great way to. That'd be a great way to kill pedophiles.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I know.
Just tie
I
their
know
legs
Judge Eric would be fine with it.
Yeah, you put them in the iron cage. You make sure that their genitals are positioned downwards.
Yeah,
and you let them get castrated by
Earth
the
do it for
boiling
you.
water. Yeah.
Did you see some Louisiana passed a law where they're now able to chemically castrate pedophiles?
I
saw
want them to
news about
physically
that.
do it. Chemical castration isn't good enough.
It might actually be physical castration. I'm not
I
sure if it is.
thought that
I
they
saw
were
on the
arguing
news
for
about
physical
it.
castration.
Yeah,
I'm
castrating.
down.
I know you are.
I mean, I'm also like kill them. So
yeah, I
like,
would just rather just kill me. Like I don't know. I mean, maybe.
I mean, if you're giving them an ultimatum, it's just like you can come back in society and live, but you're not allowed to keep your dick.
yeah. If it's chemical
like-
castration and it's like they just inject you and then like you can't get a boner.
Yeah, I
That's all
disagree.
right.
I disagree with chemical castration.
I'm
I
in
believe
favor
it
of
needs to
doing
be
what
all
they
the
did
way
in
or
A
nothing.
Clockwork Orange, and just
Yeah.
like tying their eyes open.
Yeah,
and
and
then-
making them watch horrifying
Is it the whole
shit.
point
Yeah.
of Clockwork Orange that didn't work?
Wow, it's
also
almost
the-
like the things we're talking about it's very similar.
See, no, my
It's almost
technique-
like you should get mental hospitals for
Yeah.
these fucked up people.
Oh, I got a mental hospital. It's right here on my fucking hip. Okay, it'll cure what ails your brain real quick.
Would you rather go to a mental hospital or to prison? Just in general, like the judge gives you the fucking option. I'm not even gonna say what you did, but the judge is just like, all right, here's your two options. You can either go to shitty mental institution in Mississippi, or you can go to like real life adult big boy prison.
I mean, I guess mental
Parchman.
institution.
Nah, I'd go to prison just because I've heard things like I'm sure this does happen in prison, but I think to the degree it's going to be less. But I've heard things like where if you're too much trouble in a mental, they'll just fucking lock you in a room and tie you up, and like maybe you'll get fed, and
There's air
probably
conditioner though.
not, you're probably not getting like your pants changed if anything like that happens.
Probably not.
So
as opposed to Bubba changing your pants for you
Oh,
at
yeah.
night.
Hey,
You know,
man,
that-
that
is the question.
I'm fine fighting Bubba. I'm not okay with being physically tied down to a bed
and injected.
and injected with shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If the difference is being held down in my bed by a bunch of prisoners about to stick something
Hey
in
man,
my holes,
I'd rather
or a
I
bunch
guess
of doctors trying to put medicine in my veins.
I
I
guess
mean,
I'd
they
rather
both
die
suck,
to a attempted prison rape than forced to take
Live
medicine.
medicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly its own like. That's why I was like, that's actually.
Well,
I think I'm with you. I think I would rather go to prison, and then like live in a prison.
nah.
Like the only benefit out of all of those with the mental institution is they have air conditioner, and there's going to be like consistent air conditioner.
And they're
You guys
also
are
like
being
filthy.
very
No one,
specific about this. Like, one, there's no guarantee that either or has an air conditioner. That's a completely unrelated topic right there. Especially if we're going back into like the 50s where this
I'm
was
talking
like
about
a thing.
Parchman, like modern day prison in
Fuck
Mississippi.
people in Parchman. I don't care about
Well, you would
that.
be going to Parchman if you did a crime in Mississippi.
Yeah, I
and
would
you're going
rather
to
go
prison.
to a hospital than a prison. Just period.
Like I said, I think
mean-
the big issue here is one of them has air. That's for me personally. The big issue here is Parchman doesn't have very good air conditioner. Mental institution got very good air conditioner. I've been to both. I think I would rather go to Parchman just because like the people are different, and I wouldn't be around like crazy people. I mean, don't get me wrong, people in prison are fucking nuts, but they're not fucking nuts.
you know what? There are nuts though that I can understand.
Exactly, same.
Complete
I-
opposite. I would
I
rather
work with
be
a
with
guy-
people who had like curable sicknesses than people who were so sick that they go off committing heinous
All
crimes
right,
all the time.
we'll leave him behind because he's just weird and wants to be in the
Yeah, you guys want to be with the rapists and the murderers, and I want to be with the people who think that their car's alive.
Yeah,
So-
Okay, you have fun with those guys. I'll deal with the guy with the Herbie complex. Thank you very much.
I work with a guy who was at Parchment for 9 years.
Yeah.
And I understand him fine. He's fine.
I've worked with tons
he's
of people
really
who are
harassy to like every woman he comes across.
Absolutely.
So he probably
dude.
needs to go back.
But
Honestly, the prison system is for what?
I
What do we
understand
do
them.
with
Punishing
criminals?
people
No,
who are bad
What
and
are they
evil.
supposed to be for?
working on slave labor for the corporations who run the prison.
Punishing
Exactly.
criminals.
Now
Yes.
he needs to go back to that.
Well, yeah, the prisoners should work. Of course they should. Fuck
Eric
'em.
didn't get it at all.
No, he does. He just doesn't care. He doesn't have. He doesn't
No,
really give a
I'm
shit about
100%
prison.
for using prisoners as slave labor.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, I
Why?
mean I'm
What
also
are-
100%.
we're just
for
supposed to
using-
feed
Because
and
they're
clothe
human
them?
beings, yeah.
No.
And if we're gonna make them work,
They were
then
human
we should
beings
give them a
before
living
they
wage.
decide to rape and kill. No, they don't deserve.
Not
no.
everyone in
Your
Eric,
wage
not everyone,
is being allowed to live.
not
okay.
everyone in prison are rapists and murderers, Eric. And
Then
usually
maybe
the
we
people
should
who
get some of those guys out of there.
that part he agrees with you on.
Oh my God. So normally those kinds of violent criminals, one, they don't get jobs in prison. A lot of times they're not eligible for those types of programs.
Yeah,
They
because
should
they'll
be
kill the
forced to.
people.
Two, the people who are eligible for the programs are usually in there for non-violent crimes.
Like tax evasion and shit.
Okay.
So they've
now
still
you're paying
done
off your
crimes.
debt to society.
Yes, and you should still be paid a living wage.
No, that's
yes,
the society
yes,
thing.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I'm with
Yes.
Eric on that one.
No,
I
fuck
don't
you.
really
If you're
mind.
in prison, you should not
you. You should
earn
be
a
paying
single penny.
No, you should have a living wage. You should be treated like a fucking human being. That's the only way to actually have people come to redemption. Is to be
only
treated
thing-
like a fucking human being.
Well, maybe they should have acted like a human being.
Well, maybe the society that they lived in should have treated them like a human being in the first place.
Yeah, Will's under the impression that a lot of
Wah.
people in there are there because society
Wah.
failed them in general in the first place.
You can't blame everything on society. No
Well,
matter
I don't
how
think you can
fucked
blame
society
everything on
is.
just you when you have to live in a world that fucks you over every opportunity it gets.
How many things do you have control over, Will?
What do you mean?
How many things do you
Will,
have control
we're
over
white.
in this world?
We'll never understand this.
You're right.
I don't understand. I mean, like, the
Okay,
big
Will
issue here,
is white appearing.
No, he's not.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
can
am-
say
I
that
am
all you want.
Hispanic
No,
appearing,
yeah,
thank you.
He is not. He looks like a Mexican dude.
I look like I should
That's
be out of
because
Home
someone
Depot.
who's part white, part Native American looks like a Mexican because
Yeah,
that's how you
absolutely.
make Mexicans. You go back 300 years or so, you get a bunch of Spaniards to rape every
Oh,
Mayan
God,
and
he's
Aztec
right.
they can find,
Oh,
and that
fuck.
makes Mexicans.
Oh,
Hey,
fuck.
It's true. As
Oh,
That's why he looks like a Mexican.
Wait, so
He's got all the ingredients.
Oh my God.
It's
except,
just without,
except for
the only
Chemical
thing-
X.
Yeah.
the only difference is
It's just salsa or something.
he's just a fresh steak with all the seasonings on it. They're dry aged.
Yeah, I
like
understand.
They've been in like the
A raisin
smoker
in the sun,
for
dude.
a long time.
What is a dream deferred?
That sounds kind of like a funny little catchphrase. I was raisined in the sun. Oh, that almost sounds like Russ Farian.
Is he familiar with the book, or is
yeah,
he just
I don't know. I'm already confused.
I'm not sure if he knows what we're talking about.
That's like a
No, it's just a famous book.
Oh, really?
Yes, A Raisin in the Sun is a famous book
Never heard of it.
about a poor, lower class black family trying to deal with life in the suburbs.
Yeah, guess what happens to him at the end of the book?
He probably dies.
I don't even remember. I don't.
You know
I
what
just wanted you to say
Did
it.
you guys ever like read My Antoinette or My Antonia?
Antoinette?
Antonia?
Antonia?
Something like that.
No, I don't know what that is.
You know, it just occurred to me that
Is that
Raisin
is that an erotic book or is that a normal book?
Nah, it's like a normal book. I had to
Okay.
read it, like,
Wait,
in
you read a
school.
normal book?
Yeah, I had to read it for
super
school.
weird thought that just popped into my head. A Raisin in the Sun actually ends the same way BoJack Horseman ends.
Does it?
Does BoJack Horseman die?
No,
okay,
he goes to
clearly
prison.
you haven't seen that either. No, at the end of BoJack Horseman is two of the titular main characters, BoJack and Diane, sitting on a rooftop. BoJack says, "Life sucks, and then you die," and then Diane responds with, "Well, sometimes life sucks, and then you just keep living."
Yeah.
That's the moral to
A Raisin in the Sun. Yeah.
Is no, life doesn't just suck and then you die. Sometimes life sucks and
And then you get
there
put into
is
prison
no
for no fault
finale.
of your own.
There you go, because you were black.
Yeah.